Number 2, solve a ratio problem using proportional reasoning. Oh, real life situation here. A biologist catches and tags 24 trout and then releases them back into the pond. 2 weeks later, he catches 30 trout and finds that 5 of them are tagged. Estimate how many trout are in the pond. So again, we've got 2 methods. Let's start with method number 1, using a proportion in lowest terms. So we can set up a proportion or a ratio. Fish recaught with tags, we said there was 5 when he recaught them. There were 5 with tag out of a total of 30 that were caught. That is equal to the number of fish that were tagged and released. Well, that was 24. And the bottom is going to be the total number of fish in the pond. So total fish is on the bottom. The tagged fish is on top. And we've got the 2 different instances. 24 tagged the first time, 5 out of 30 were tagged then. So we've got a proportion here. So we've set this up, but calculating t is not real easy, is it? To go from 5 to 24 is kind of tricky. So you may notice that 5 over 30 is not in lowest terms. So let's take it down to lowest terms and then see if that helps. It doesn't change the proportion at all. We can take 5 out of the top and bottom, and that leaves us with 1 over 6 instead of 5 over 30. 1 over 6 equaling to 24 over t, that's much easier to work with. And this was how we got that reduced fraction, 5 divided by 5 and 30 divided by 5 to get you here. So now from here, 1 times 24 gives you 24, so multiply 6 by 24. And you'll end up with the answer. So 6 times 24 is 144. So the guess, based on the math, is that we have 144 fish in the pond. So I estimate that there are 144 trout in the pond. So that's kind of cool if you can guess how many fish are in a lake or a pond. Alright, use the original proportion. So here it is. 5 out of 30 is equal to 24 over t. We need to try and calculate t. Now, that means we need to figure out what to multiply 5 by to get to 24 so that we can multiply 30 by that same number. We can reverse this process. So what you do is instead of multiplying, go backwards. Start with your 24 and divide by 5. You're going to get 4.8, which means that if you divide by 5 to get, and you get 4.8, if you multiply 5 by 4.8, you're going to get 24. So now you know which number to multiply by. So then multiply your 30 by 4.8. So 4.8 times 30 will give you the 144 fish. So this is a very useful technique to understand, that you can reverse the process in order to figure out what you're multiplying by. They may not always be whole numbers or integers. It may be a decimal value. So being able to recognize that, okay, 24 divided by 5 gives me 4.8. So the opposite of that is 5 times 4.8 equals 24. So then 30 times that 4.8 gives you that 144. So again, same estimate, 144 trout in the pond. So that's a bit faster to go through the process if you understand how to reverse it to get your multiplier. Alright, so another show you know. Please give it a try and use both techniques, please.